Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I'll be playing Seablock today. Alright, in the previous episode we built red and green science production and it seems to be working just fine. Right, so the question is, what should we do now? What should we do now? Let's see, we also started landfilling this area so that we can proceed with building the signs. We need blue signs and we need red and green sciences. Blue signs and red and green sciences, and we'll deliver them to the labs that will be placed here. The problem is that for blue signs we need some glass, and maybe today it's time to actually produce lots of glass. The thing with glass is I don't have technology for this processing just yet. So what I was thinking about, just building glass one for now, and later on we can, we can redesign this block and adjust it a little bit. So let's do this. Let's just focus on simple glass recipe. We want this process. We want the same amount, 154. We'll need a lot of glass mixture for that. And we'll be producing glass mixture. Oh, that's a lot. From assembling machines. Okay, this is actually a lot. Let's see. So, powder mixer takes equal amount. No, wait, it's a product. It takes some silicon powder, and silicon powder comes from silicon ingots. And here, it also uses silicon powder, and it comes from silicon ingots. But the output is a little bit larger. So we actually let's try to build it in a way that it will not be too hard to switch from this recipe to this one. So let's focus on this ratios, right? Instead of this ones. Actually, maybe we should scale it down by like 2 times or something. 24. No, not quite. 20. Okay, this looks comparable. That's 72. 71. So we need only 10. And here we need 14 and a half. Okay, so here we need 14 and a half. Let's build this part. And we'll just not give it lime in the beginning. So let's say we have this. How many can we build? 72. Right? How many is this? This is 23. So we need basically almost 4 times this number. Let's try something like this. Let's try to have kind of 2 lines of this. So this is 36. So this is half of our build, basically. Interesting. Okay, so this is basically half of our build. And we can try to place... Oh, look at this. It even fits somewhat. We could try and place this assemblers right in the middle. So how many would we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we actually want 7.5, almost 8. So let's use better assemblers here. Actually check. If you use beta assemblers, yeah, the number is much better. And we can place inserters. We'll turn the inserters a little bit so that everything is placed kind of properly. Now, the kind of, not even the question, the problem is that I need it to output a lot of glass mixture. Actually, no, the output is equal to the sum of inputs here. So let's say the output will go closer. Here, let's say this will be the output. It will go here. And this extra input, we can actually take it from here, right, from the sides. Here in the middle. Wait, before figuring out where to place this one, let's see how we are going to deliver silicon ingots. We need one red belt, actually slightly more than yellow belt, because we'll divide it by 2, right? We'll have 2 of these copies, so it's actually 18. So it's basically going to be a red belt, or red belts, here they are. And we could do something like this in theory. Is one inserter enough for this? That's the question. So we need to consume 36, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, so it's like 6. Actually, no, it's 3 per second. This inserter should be able to handle it, I think. I feel like it should be fine. These ones need to load. Okay, we shouldn't have a problem here, because these inserters don't really need a lot of work. Like, they don't need to move large numbers of materials, large amounts of materials. Let's try to place this stuff, this build, maybe somewhere here. This is looking a pretty good spot, to be honest. I'll do it there. And I also need to figure out how to place power poles. I feel like I should do it like this. And we can remove this whole part. Right, and we can start actually naming these plates, this input. We also want to have some cement here, right? Because I thought that we want to have some cement, just a small amount. We'll fix it later. For now, the important part. This is enabled. This one is called plates, and the combinator is enabled. That is good. Now, we need to request silicon ingots and lime. We can slowly start preparing for that. So we need, let's say we'll get 2 of them there and 2 of them here. I'm actually not sure. Do I have to move it this close to that side? Maybe I could just keep it kinda in the middle. Center it. Do you need lots of other things or not? Let's figure this out. We do need... Oh, we need lots of space for this stuff, because I have no idea how to actually do that. I'm assuming it will take lots of space. Okay, so let's keep them kind of shifted to the right side. Okay, we are copying this belt, and we need same belt for the input. Belt. I'm waiting for the robots to build all of these things. Why? Like, what is going on with the UPS? We have... You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that we are using lots of UPS for electric network. That is bad. That is really bad. I suspect it's caused by transformers, actually. I suspect transformers are not as smart as I thought they are. Or maybe it's just the fact that we have multiple electric networks. So this is unexpected. Actually, this is very, very unexpected. Let's see what else is using. CRC, I don't even know what CRC are. Transport lines, it's fine. Okay, entity updates. So our like updates, basically our load on the base is reasonable. Like I don't see any obvious issues with this. Can we share the middle belt? Should we share the middle belt? I think we can and we should. Because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we want to do that? Right? Right, here the idea is we have these things delivered. Okay, maybe I should wait for this to be constructed, but they will basically be delivered here, and we'll take them. This can go directly here. This one... Okay, this one will not be able to go directly here. We could have this one going directly here, and this one could turn and go there. Here. Next, we need to deliver things here, here, and here. Right? These are 3 inputs. How do we do that? How should we do that? We can do something. Okay, let's figure this out. It might be a bit trickier than I initially thought. So let's say we have a splitter here, and we are moving half of things here. This is input, and the other half wants to be moved here, right? And it will be moved with this splitter. Half will go here, and half will go here. Yep, this build should work, I think. Except I did it a little bit incorrectly, like this. Right, so the middle one gets equal amounts from both of the warehouses. Basically, like the load on the warehouses is balanced. We shouldn't have a need for this inserters, like the balancer inserters. They're just not needed. But this one needs to drop things there. This one should drop things there. And with this change, we can actually start copying this part. Okay, nice. Did we copy it here? I think so. So we copied it. Should be working fine now. Now in the middle we have silicon ingots. Let's say that we have silicon ingots. Where are they? Here they are. Silicon ingots are coming in the middle, and here we have lime. Right, okay, we have lime here and lime here. And this means that we can actually connect all these things now. Should be working fine. And we need to request 2 things. We need to request silicon ingots, right? And we need to request lime. Let's do this. 200, 200. Nice. Yeah. The path for requesting ingots is not great, because yeah, you can kind of see what's the issue here. But I mean, in theory, I could have swapped the stations and have this being the input and this being the output, and it would still be fine. But you know, I'm not gonna think about it too much. I can always just take these belts and let them cross directly into this block and just feed them kind of from the side. It's always an option, and it wouldn't even be that hard because this is one input of the silicon and this is another. So it's kind of straightforward to do that, to be honest. Alright, let's see. So we are missing some power. We'll get power like this. And we also need to provide some power to those builds. How can we do that? Okay, let's say we are getting some power here and here. Yeah. I think this looks good. We don't need a lot of this things, to be honest. Right, let's build the output and input kind of. So this will be output, this will be input. This will be input, this will be output. Okay. And for now, we'll just use a simple recipe, like this one. It's okay for now. We can always change it later, right? We will be able to change it later, and it should work fine once we do that. Alright. Okay, I'll fix the inserters at some point. This part is working fine. We ran out of lime, looks like. Which is surprising, because I thought that we have more lime than, you know, a little bit here and there. That's actually very surprising. How much lime did we deliver? Where is lime? 1.2 thousands. What? How's that even possible? So we have a lot of lime. I don't understand how it's even possible that we got a train almost without any lime. Like here, this one. Oh, I know. Right, it says this here. We got it from this temporary station that we're trying to take as many materials from as we can. Okay, this is great. This is working really, really well. Right, we need to change this to take stuff from this belt and to place things here. That's the way. Now, with that done, I can copy it here, but I want to place things on different sides of the belt. Okay, this might take a while to actually get it done, but it will be done at some point, right? This is regular one, this is closer one. Nice, and we'll do the same thing here. This will be placing things on the closed part of the belt, and this one on the belt there. Right, look at this. We have the build. Now we're just copying it. This, and it's done. We should be getting... Okay, this is the input. We don't need this part at all. This is the output. So we can actually... Okay, I can remove this part because it's not really needed. And remove this one. And with this once removed, we can merge the output here. And we can merge the output here. Right? And now we basically have two really nice belts of this thing, whatever the thing is, glass mixture. We have two nice belts of glass mixture coming out here, and we can use it somehow. And how are we gonna use it? We will use it by placing a lot of smelters. And for now, yeah, it's not going to be very efficient, but we'll later upgrade them. I don't even want to like figure out what exactly we'll be doing for smelters here. Looks a bit complicated to me. It kinda is, I think. So, and actually this one, I don't think I want to feed it with charcoal, I'll just be feeding it with carbon. So we'll have only carbon as the material that is, not material, but as fuel and ingredient that we are using for everything. So I'm not going to figuring out this part, like this once I built, but everything here needs to be built kind of from scratch. We could also build a carbon plant. This should be very straightforward, but I don't want to do it just yet. Let's just focus on this part. Let's just get let's get glass out of the way, and this will be fine for now. Right, we need 6 to 18, means 1 to 3. So this is a standard build that we had maybe here, right? This is basically it. So if I copy it, this part, I feel like it should work fine. Right, and it consumes only 26 of glass mixture. It's okay. I'll just place it somewhere. This one. Let's place this thing, let's say, here. Right. And we'll just rotate all of this like this. Nice. This is looking better and better. Built on this part as well. This. Yeah, this is a temporary build. I said this already, right? This is super temporary. We're not actually trying to make it like a real proper build. This is not a proper one. It's just something to get us the blue science, to scale up our blue science production, because right now we have a very, very slow production of blue science. You can kind of see it here. It's super slow. I want it to be faster. And for that I need glass. So that's really the only thing we are doing. We are just preparing a little bit for blue science, for scaling of blue science production. Alright. That's it, I believe. Well, we might need to change the recipe here a little bit. What do we want? We want glass. This one, right? Molten glass. Right. This is the one, molten glass. Let's copy it. And we want to produce glass. Nice. So here we are. And it should be working fine. We don't even need this one, I think. No, we do. We do. Unfortunately, we do need this purple. So let's connect the things. And we're also missing a connection here. It's okay. We can... we can have it here, I think. Or here. Yeah, let's have it here. Nice. Say that we want this running while glass is less than 50,000. And yeah, we did it. We have the glass being produced at very in very high amounts. And it didn't take that long, to be honest, to have all of this done. We are wasting mineral sludge, by the way, on this. Like, we're kinda really wasting it. Because we can improve it a lot by starting to use this thing, by starting to use lime. But it's okay. It's okay. What we are doing here, it's also fine. It's not a huge problem. I really like, by the way, how compact it ended up being. I didn't expect it to be like that. And you know, another thing that I think we wanted to build cement. Let's see what it would actually take to build some cement. So for cement, we need exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Let's say we want like a yellow belt of cement or something. Right? We basically want exactly the same stuff, and we'll just get some cement. And what is it gonna be used for? Silicon. It's gonna be used for concrete. Oh, it's needed only for concrete. So should we actually produce it here? And concrete is needed for concrete bricks. I'm not sure. I don't want to dedicate this block to cement. We can build the same thing somewhere over there, like over here. Once we delete all of this, we'll have some space. And we should be able to do that. Okay, let's see. How much? We have 3.7 thousands. That's a lot of glass. Great. So the glass issue is figured out. We can also increase this blue science production by feeding it a bit more glass, to be honest. Why don't we do that? Just, you know, temporarily. Right, let's just delete all of this. I don't think that it's actually needed for us now. We don't really need that part. And we don't need... I mean, this one is kind of useful, I guess. But at the same time, not really. So silicon, we don't need silicon here. We don't need silicon all. We don't need this part. We don't need this part. We don't need any of this. We do need some power connection. That would be useful. So we'll keep it. Right, and here I'm basically deleting everything except this part that produces cement, because I feel like we need it for something. We need it for, like, to produce our buildings and whatnot, to be able to construct the buildings. And this part requires... So looks like we need rubber part, and here we have it. Let's actually give everything to the right. Nice. We cannot build this? Why? What's going on? I'm not sure what exactly is going on here. I don't understand what's the issue. Okay, the robots are flying. Nice. So we've built the glass. We are temporarily feeding this build just in order to speed up the, I guess, this process a little bit. We can also, I don't want to speed up that part. Let's maybe start researching. Let's start using the science for something useful, and that could be actual like glass smelting. That's the part that is super useful to us. Another thing that I want to check is synthetic gas. How far away from it? We're pretty far. Okay, that is... and we do need glass for that. Actually, glass is kind of on the way to this. And cement. What do we need here? Alumina. I don't think I'll be using that one. I don't feel like we need cement in such huge amounts. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be an important kind of thing to worry about. Right, what is important is making sure that we have enough areas landfilled for whatever we want to do next, right? This is definitely important. And we need to continue building city blocks here. We have 2 blocks here. It's kind of nice. This one. I wanted to fix some blueprints, I believe. I wanted to fix the blueprints for the... for the rails. I want all my stations to be enabled by default. I feel like that's super important. Yeah, robots are very slow because they don't have enough energy. That's okay. Yeah, okay, the line here is a bit broken. Our bots are very, very slow. So let's observe. Are we missing anything? We are not missing anything. And we'll actually need to landfill some of the areas a little bit. I want to deal with the worms first before I tell bots to landfill that part. Alright. Should we remove this for now or not? I feel like we should remove it. Let's remove this. But because I want to kind of get blueprints from this part, it's nice. It doesn't have extra land. I mean, we can even make blueprinting it a bit easier. We can just remove all the extra parts so that we will be able to make like really nice blueprints of this. Okay, the robots are very, very busy with landfilling. And I'm actually... I would expect them to take things from here. Oh, I see a problem. The problem is that there is not a lot of landfill in this box. Okay, this will take a while, right? Bots are a little bit slow to do that. spot is working. 14,000 glass. Great. Let's maybe take a look and see what we need to do next. We need to build this spot. That actually requires a little bit more glass than we are able to produce, and much more copper than we are able to produce right now. But that's okay, right? We can scale like the missing pieces at some point later. It's okay, it's not a huge problem. Like, I'm not really worried about like science not running all the time, right? I just want to kind of aim for 5 cents per second, and if you are not quite able to reach it, so be it. Let's see, we have circuits, we have these ones, we have all of this, I believe. Like, all of this is already present. We should be making, we should be using these ones. Yeah. I kind of feel that we should be using these machines everywhere we can. And maybe also better chemical plants. Yeah, let's start using like a better ones everywhere in all of our builds, just to reduce the number of entities a bit, because like our updates per second are already a little bit struggling, as you can see. So the tricky parts here is naphtha production and fuel oil production. I'm not really worried about fuel oil because we have these blocks, and I could just get some fuel oil from them, let's say here, right? I could just like grab some fuel oil and it will be fine. Okay, this is supposed to be input, this is supposed to be output. It doesn't matter, like we can basically get fuel oil. We have fuel oil pretty much. Let's say we have fuel oil. That's not the problem. The problem is naphtha. How do we actually produce naphtha? Let's take a look. We are producing it from blue algae, and I just don't want to do that. I don't want to produce naphtha from blue algae. Do I have to? I mean, this is a pretty good recipe, because it seems to be a pretty good one. This is not so much, but this one is good, right? It takes crude oil, hydrogen, and some oil residuals. No, it produces oil residuals. So the question, do we want to produce naphtha from blue algae, or do we want to produce it from synthesis gas? I probably wanted to produce from synthesis gas, but let's see how much do we actually need to power our blue science needs. We need, let's see, we need not a lot of this. We need carbon monoxide. How do we get it? Okay, nice. We get it basically from charcoal, and we have lots of charcoal just being provided. We don't even need to build like local production of charcoal. I could just tell trains to get it, and it should be enough to power the spot. And another thing that we are missing synthesis gas. How can we build it? We can build it from residual gas, we can build it from naphtha, base mineral oil, fuel oil. Okay, so we can convert these things into naphtha, but I don't want to. Why don't I use this process? Why don't I take carbon monoxide, this is also carbon monoxide, right? And convert it into synthesis gas. We'll need lots of hydrogen, but that should be fine. Right? Or not. Not quite. So let's see. Yeah, this is looking really nice so far. I could just use this one, for example, or something. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay if I use this one. This is a nice build because it doesn't really require, you know, too many things to work. It can just work pretty much. Like this thing will just work. And the only thing it needs is some charcoal. And it doesn't require a lot of buildings. The problem is that it requires this recipe that produces, I believe, synthesis gas from carbon monoxide. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, this one. It's gonna take a while for us to reach it. And until then, I feel like we might have to rely on this naphtha that is stored here. And we also have some base mineral oil, but I don't want to convert base mineral oil into anything. Oh, that is more complicated than I expected. So the alternative to all of this is we could just get some, like not a lot, we could just get some blue algae and produce basically the thing from blue algae, and we'll also get raw gas out of it. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. Okay, why is it's looking like this? I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused because I want it to output 50 naphtha. 50 naphtha. It seems broken. This part. Sorry, the naphtha. I want 50. Okay, let's say 5. I don't know why it's not working. We basically need 2 times less things here. And this one requires this one. Nope, I'm not doing that. I want to have this process. I want to have this process, and you'll be able to get a lot of synthesis gas. And it will be enough for our blue science. Right. I feel like we lost the vision of that part of our base. Let's take a look what's going on here. And we managed to remove all of the biters here. That's nice. Right, let's stop the episode here, and we'll continue thinking about what exactly we need to do next. Let's save it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.